Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Um, Nothing much is going on. Doing my chores here, resting myself, whatever I got to do. Just having a cup of coffee. I had Mickey and Minnie waffles. I just finished with those. Just hanging out. Just taking a nice day at home. It is terrible, terrible raining. It's going to rain all day and all night. And it rained all day yesterday and all night last night. So we just have an abundance of water. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. But personally, I'm over it now because I didn't get out of the house. Anyway, I'll probably go out tomorrow, which is Monday. And I do want to see a few things, maybe of Primark. I wanted to look for and locate that Guardians of the Galaxy sweatshirt that I seen the other day that I didn't pick up. Why didn't I do it? Because I was looking for the princess shirt. Okay, now that saga is over, I can now look for the Guardians of the Galaxy. I do want to mention, however, that the website WDWNT, Walt Disney World News Today, had posted an article yesterday pertaining to a woman that has been missing for a few days now. She is a cast member. She works at Animal Kingdom. I don't believe I want to say she's in her 60s. It doesn't really matter. They reported she went to work that day, but she never returned home. The news station down there, who my husband and I actually watch some of it up here online on the computer, because you can do that. It's West 2 News down there. It's like an affiliate station to what we have here. It's Channel 2 News. Also Channel 4 News. Anyway, but the thing is that they located, they had her license number, which she has. They identified the license plate number. They said it on the news, and they said that the license plate was the 50th anniversary special plate, what Disney was doing for those things that you could buy. I know because one of my friends have it. But they gave her license plate number on television and everything. It is just sad. It is just sad. Even up here, just somebody like me is like sending prayers down there to her family and whoever's looking for her. I hope she is returned safe. Maybe she got sick. Who knows? But you don't really hear of things happening like that too much. But I will say this, the Orlando area, and I've known this now for quite some time, the Orlando area is not that very safe. Let's just get that out of the way right now. One of the very, very different things is a podcast that I listen to, and they're Disney people. It's called Main Street Moments. You can locate them on YouTube. They do podcasts, and they had a show a few weeks back, maybe even a month or two back, and they were saying how Orlando is not a very safe area, especially around the Universal Studios area and their resorts. Now, it's not a Universal resort. It's not really their resorts are not like Disney World. They're not on property. They handle guests from Universal Studios because they will recommend those resorts that you go to for Universal. I guess you can do a package deal, but it's not, I really wouldn't consider it an actual Universal based resort. Not like Disney World at all. The resorts there, that's on property, that's Disney resorts. They were saying that area around Universal, and I don't mean to scare anybody, but it's on the podcast. There's like in the parking lot areas, you really have to be careful in the parking lot areas, and the neighborhood is not a very good neighborhood where Universal is based. Now, I knew for quite some time, years ago, when my husband and I used to travel Amtrak on the train. I would love to do that again. I mean, we're big Amtrak fans. We really are. But however, we were told by a nice lady on the Amtrak train, this is going back 20 years ago. She says, listen, She says, you guys come down here once a year, because we used to see her on the train at the exact same time we would travel. She would be traveling by herself because she goes down to see her daughter. She says, my advice to you guys, you guys are out of town, she says, when you leave the train station, walk out of the train station, get into a cab or a car, get the hell out of this neighborhood. She says, this is not a very, downtown Orlando was known for not being a very safe area. First of all, it's like a very dead area. They have mostly factories. They did have a beer brewery, which was like a beer club, a bar brewery. I don't even think that place is down there anymore. So, but we were told that 20 years ago. No, we never hung around that. She says, don't walk around down in this area. Just, if you're waiting for a cab or something, stay in the train station. She says, and that's my advice I can give you. We never forgot that to this day. But you know what? No area, I don't care where you live, no area is safe. It's not even the area itself, it's the people that are in it. It's the people that create these things. So getting back to the Orlando area, it was stated this a while back ago on the Main Street Moments podcast, and I never forgot it. So now, this woman is now missing. She went to work and she never came home. So they're just baffled. Police have been, the investigation, I believe, has begun because, this woman is now totally missing. It's a horrible situation, just horrible. Just, I'm just, like I said, I'm here in New York. I mean, I just read the story, but, praying for her safety and praying for her family that they find her or get some sort of answers. And I hope the answers are positive answers and not, no more worrisome than what they've already been worried. I'm sure they're worried sick, her family, but it's unbelievable, folks. It really is. So the Orlando area, just be careful down there. Just be careful. What was I saying? Oh, here we go. There is an article about the new 100th anniversary years. I think it was the 50th or I think it's the 100th. The ones where they are the purplish, silverish iridescence, where the liquid is oozing off the ears, the silver liquid supposedly oozing off the ears. People are up in arms over that now. It's because of how Disney stated it, and I cannot for the life of me remember the words of how Disney stated it when they advertised the ears. People are PO'd about that. So I have a feeling that those ears are going to be discontinued. Grab them now, folks. They may be a money maker there somewhere. Grab them now. So you'll probably see them on eBay for like hundreds of dollars now. But I just figured I'd let you know about those. Whatever. I don't like the Disney ears. They're very big and clunky. They seem to be more on the heavy side. I do have quite a few pairs of them, but if you notice, the ones that I always buy are the Inspired. And those are light and fluffy. And when you put them on your ears, you forget you're wearing them. That's the kind of ears that I like. Again, that's the way I'm going to be. But, yeah, I just wanted to come on and give you my views about that. And just be safe and be careful down, who's ever traveling down to Orlando. It has been said a long time now. But it's just terrible. It's just, like you go down and, you want to have fun. This is like the happiest place. But doesn't seem to be that right now. Or it hasn't been for a long time. These are the things, these are the things on the news that I like to hear. These are the things with Disney fans and Disney guests. They don't want to discuss this. I'm going to discuss it. So just be on the safe. So just stay safe, It can happen anywhere. It can happen anywhere. Somewhere here around my area. In my area here. We have an app on our phone called Citizens app. And it is about if you can report crimes, you can report something that's going on in your area. Everybody on, who has the app will know that something is going on in the area. It's just a form of being safe. Well, this sometimes drives me nuts because of the fact that I read things and I'm going, oh God, that's right. Let's say that's right across the road from me. And it usually things happen, believe it or not, in my mall. Mostly with young people, fights, There was last week, and I will let you know this, last week, there was a man and woman. They described them from head to toe that were in my mall at the time that I was at the mall because I got the notification. They were attempting to shoplift in and out of stores. They couldn't let you know exactly what store it was, but they were being watched. Unbelievable. Then there was a report of a woman that was here, that was in the mall parking lot, I believe at Target in my area, that was abducted. I'm trying to find out, was she abducted or did somebody post? You know, now sometimes the stories, they don't check out. Sometimes because people just report, you know, they just like to write what's on the app. They'll just report a fake thing, which I think is insane to do that because now the cops are involved. Now you just reported a fake report. You will get in trouble for doing this. It's just crazy. It's a crazy world, folks. But, you know, I don't know what happened to that story, but, you know, my husband says, you know, even for my husband when he's working, he says, you know, listen, do me a favor. If you go over to that mall, please, you know, watch yourself, be careful. And it's not just the mall. It's just, I could, you know, we could be walking in the street and something would happen, God forbid, you know. It's just the way of the world now. It's bad. So, all right. But again, for that lady that is in Orlando, I do pray for her safety. I will be watching the news and reading the internet. I hope somebody gives an updated story on it. In my New York Post newspaper, which unfortunately my husband did not get it the day of that article, but I do still get my New York Post online because I could do that on the phone. There was a lovely article about Disney adults. I'm getting all this news up here in New York that's happening down in Florida. I find that so funny. And the article was posting that I am a Disney adult, so to avoid cosplay issues, I tried Disney bounding because, you know, you can't really cosplay. You can't really, because that's, you know, you're dressing up closer to the character, resembling the character more as possible. You guys know this already. I don't have to explain it. So I found the article, you know, the article was interesting. And there's a few people that are in that article that we know, that I know, especially. I believe one of the things, and I guess right now I'll post, I posted it on my Instagram, but I guess I'll just tell you here. There's a person called Dear and Darling that are on Instagram. They are in that article. They are in the article. I just found that to be so funny. So anyway, they made the news all the way up here in New York City. Just figured. And I sent them the copy of the article. I says, I think you guys should know this because you guys were mentioned in the article. Don't know if you know. So that's what I do. And I posted it on my Instagram page. So you guys can like copy and paste, you know, just highlight that, copy it, and then go into your browser and hit paste. And that's really it, folks. All right. I'm going to leave you now. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday. Be safe out there, people. Please be safe. Again, prayers are going now to the family of the person in Orlando that's missing. Cast member from Animal Kingdom. Just hope everything works out all right. I guess we will be watching closely. I know I'll be watching closely on the article of any information. So we will see. All right. Love to all. Be safe. Have a great Sunday. Have a good rest of the week. If anything should pop up, so will I. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.